Hello, my name is Heather Mackey. I'm the owner of Rare Bird Medicine. Thor is thundering. I work to practice all the different psychic sciences, being an augur, one who reads the birds, Nephilomancy, one who reads the clouds, seeing everything as a reflection of consciousness, and therefore a communicator of the collective, expressing and reflecting back the messages. Today's clouds said to me, Spirit and the angels are watching over the little bird in the tree. They also said a man approaches. I'm like, the mailman? I love mail. I thought that was an appropriate message. If whatever you believe holds true for you, this is a concept that my personage agrees with. And if whatever you believe holds true for you, and if that's a truth, then a good question to ask is, what have I chosen to believe? Do I believe in something beyond the physical? Do I believe in magic? Do I believe in angels? Do I believe in spirit? Do I believe that there is something larger than myself that created the Fibonacci sequence? We can calculate the number of petals on a flower based on the Fibonacci sequence. We can see it in a shell. The golden mean spiral. The sacred geometry, back of the universe. The mathematics. Very intelligent sacred geometry mathematics, back of the universe. I did not put that there. I did not put that there. I didn't make the seahorse and the peacock and the... I did not make that. That's not my design. So I spent a lot of time thinking about what I choose to believe, because if this concept is true, that whatever you believe will hold true for you. Another way I've said that is thought is cause, thought plus emotion equals creation. What you think about and feel about, you bring about. What I am choosing to hold in my awareness becomes my experience. If we hold that to be true, as I do, the next step for me would be to say, well, what am I believing? What am I thinking about and feeling about? A large part of my life has been about feeling depression. Dark, consuming depression. And you can tell a depressed person, like, just get happy. Just stop being depressed. Don't do that. And it's good advice. It's good advice, actually. But it's not as quickly and easily followed as that. Because there are waves. There are particles, there are waves. And there are wavelengths of existence. The wavelength of gender identification. The wavelength of sexual expression. That's the Kinsey scale, right? The wavelength of emotional variance and expression. So, on the dial of emotions, one can be depressed, and someone who is thriving and is joyous might not see any virtue in being hopeful. Like, why be hopeful? What is hope doing? I'm going to make it happen. I'm making it happen. But the depressed person, hope is a climb out of the pit of despair. on the road to motivated, right? So all emotions, in my experience, stem from thinking. Thinking thoughts. And my depressions have occurred when I have turned towards a darkened mind. A darkened mind. About humanity, about how I'm being treated, about what we're doing with it all, about what I'm doing with it all. Concepts of shame or embarrassment. The despair that can be felt in trying to overcome trauma. The despair that one can feel. So, many moons ago, I made it a number one priority. There's one, number one, boop, number one, all day, everyday priority. Called Be in Charge of Your Own Happiness. I am the steward of that. If any of you have ever been in a relationship with someone and you wanted them to be in a better mood, in a better place, happier, share a better frequency or energy with you, and they did not, you have become aware. We don't control. We're not the commanders of another person's ship. We don't get to choose where they turn their mind and their frequency and their feelings. We don't get to choose that for them. They're infinitely free to choose for themselves. And so are we. And so are we. And so I seek to be the steward of my own joy, to turn my attention towards that serves not being in a depressed pit of despair. Because it's not pleasant down there. It's not pleasant down there. Every human I've ever encountered has some depression, some sadness, some anger, some self-loathing. Every single one, no matter how beautiful or stimulating or exciting a human seems. Some real self-loathing, disdain for self. Disdain for others as a projection of our own disdain that we're not owning, because what the ego denies, it projects. So then disdain and judgment of others. These things do not offer me the experience I am seeking to be happy. Because I'm the steward of that. I'm the commander of this ship. To some degree, I'm not in control of what the ocean does under my ship. Because it might thrash it against the rocks and it might let it sail clear for a few days, but I am steering. I am steering. May I steer ever in the direction of a more graceful, peaceable, loving kind, joyous, and for me, I pray also foolish. May I be a fool. Silly fool, silly fool. I teach their own. So, the ways I do this, the ways I have picked myself up from being flatted out, again and again and again, is to watch comedy, not seriousness, not tragedy, not news, not suffering, not horror. Comedy, comedians, the funny haha makers. Any time I spend laughing, I assume is not only time well spent, Those are the moments in my life when I have been successful. For me, it is not about what I do with the material realm, how many baubles I can show you in my basket. Look, I collected all these baubles. They're very shiny. And I made this baubles basket, and now I've succeeded. To each their own. That's, to me, not success. I'm making a giggle basket. And look at how many giggles I put in my basket. And I'm real happy in this basket. Now I'm successful. Look. Make a giggle basket. So I watch the comedians. I talk in funny voices. I make a lot of noises. I play like a child. I do what feels right to me. I listen to my intuition. I go be in nature. I think about the beauty. I think about magic. I think about all the infinite ways life communicates. Once met a shaman that said, the universe is always talking. We have to learn to listen. You have to listen. The universe is always talking. Clouds talking, rain talking, birds talking, words talking, billboards talking, universe talking. And it talks in here too, right? So I have to get still and be quiet and listen. Maybe there's a cosmic joke in there. Everything's laughing at. I forgot to laugh. I got serious. Maybe I can slow down and listen for the cosmic joke. Yeah, that life is funny. It has a funny way. May I not take it so seriously today? Might I laugh? The equation, the mathematics I like to bring into my life is, how am I stacking up building my life with laughter? How am I building giggles up and putting that in my basket, carry that basket around? I got a giggle basket. It is not easy. I'm a very serious woman. Very ridiculously serious. I mean, like, I'm doing work. I'm working. Being serious while I work. Get the work done. I'm driving, whatever it is. See, you can see it in the face. I'm holding it. Serious living here. This living thing is not so serious, y'all. Y'all. Me. Not so serious. I do not run into a movie that's playing and try to save the characters from the dramas they create. Okay? Because it's just a film that's playing. I don't feel the need to rush into this hologram and save everything. I want to support. I want to help. I want to serve. I want to be a helpful being. I want my existence to be medicinal, my presence, my words, my actions to be medicinal. And sometimes in my severity and seriousness of keeping it real, taking it real, making it real, I forget that a movie's playing. A movie's playing. Whoops. Switch to put a horror on. Let's flip back to the comedy. This is wrong movie. I put the wrong movie on in my film reel to watch. Oops. Sorry about that. And that's okay. Watch what you watch. I'm watching myself figuring out how to laugh, how to get the cosmic joke. If we eternally take up a variety of forms because change is the order of the day, all day, every day, but we cannot be destroyed, created nor destroyed, just always here. Maybe we can giggle our way through it a little bit. Maybe we can not take it so seriously. May they all laugh at the cosmic joke and remember, how silly, how playful, how many expressions of silly and playful there are in this realm, and fun it is to exist. I wish you many giggles until we meet again.